Bristleback that just scale very nicely together. Like this package deal of SF Bristle, it's a scary thing to have to contend with.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, 100% for sure. And then the air spirit, it doesn't really scale that well until like it has like a mid game lull, you know, and then like very late game it can get spicy again. Yeah, I mean,
these guys are 30 footlongs, huh? Ah, Gabby, yeah. Shush, man, Gabby. No more. Shout out to
we'll be coming back to the caster
dogs,
shortly.
We have this old ad back in the day, back in my day, Jeeves, here in the Philippines. It's a jumbo hot dog. Kaya mo ba to? Kaya mo ba to? Kaya mo ba to? It's like it's yeah, that means can you handle the jumbo hot dog? It's a good hot dog. It's a good hot dog. The kids love those jumbo hot dogs.
We're talking about hot dogs for sure, not the bristleback here, guys.
No, they were talking about, you know, they were talking about some choice sausages, I believe.
Yeah.
Everyone's hungry, I suppose. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Definitely no innuendo here.
No,
sure.
Absolutely not. Yeah, you can always trust Gabby in that one.
Of course, of course.
The battle begins.
Okay. So 50-50 on bounty runes there.
Yep.
Wait. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's not really trading too far out. I'm keen on seeing how these lanes break out. This mid lane's probably the most predictable one. What's up?
It will be the tiny plus the
bristleback lane. Yep. It's a tiny 4 for Jing, right? Like we were talking about.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Just a double melee feels a little bit awkward, but yeah, you've got the clockwork to harass, and I guess tiny, if he picks up a tree, isn't really that melee. You know? He's got some reach for sure.
There is some reach. There's a lot of good pressure here. I'd say level 3 is when this lane can shine for Gabby and Jing. Early levels are a little bit better. Zhao has to really put double time effort. I can't believe the tiny is still bugged with like the tree effects. This is terrible to watch. It's I don't know if it's just me. Hopefully it's just me, but it looks terrible on my screen. Thank goodness it's not on the main. I've got a really bad visual bug. Still, Zhao has to do a lot of work, right? Like he has to get these cogs. He has to burn Gabby's mana. He has to kind of force the usage of double mango before it comes out. Meanwhile, FVZ gets the run down up top. Mr. Palos, not feeling safe. Again, this is the strength of the sniper, though. With that scatter shot, the shrapnel is just hellish to kind of lane into.
Yeah, you can't even play behind your tower either because he can reach you there. It's like one of the main strengths here. He actually went for the first point in headshot though. By the way, I don't think the scatter shot was involved. Yeah, no, it was only right-click damage.
Wow, it's a little bit unfortunate for Palos. Maybe Abeng just a little bit far out. First
he zoned Abeng away with the headshot damage, and then Abeng was forced to Nature's Attendant, and then I don't think it was quite off cooldown, or maybe it just came off just at the end because there was a little bit of healing actually. But yeah, basically it was just really nicely played by Tims. He just like forced Abeng away, and then they go for the kill potential, you know.
That's something you have to be really aware of, especially now that shrapnel is finally up. This lane can get pretty devastating pretty fast. EZ should have no problems at all controlling it. The mid lane's been a little bit more exciting. Yoa has been able to trade with Mac quite nicely, and trying to think of the historic nature of this matchup between these players, not the heroes. How this used to go for Mac and Yoa back in the day. Not a matchup you see too often, back in Polaris Mac days and Yoa on TNC. I think that's furthest back I can remember this happens usually, and I believe it is relatively close in skill level. Yoa is taking the advantage early on. Very good news for the Pango. Mac, I mean, like you talked about there, Jeeves, he's going to have to go Spirit Vessel. So the timing on that Earn Spirit Vessel is really key for an Earth Spirit if he's playing mid-tempo like this. And doesn't feel like Yoa is going to be allowing a free ride into that item timing here.
Yeah, I think probably on the level 1, level 2 matchup, it's fine for Mac, but you know, the more levels Zhao gets, the more annoying it is to deal with. And he has this incredible burst potential on the back of the Swashbuckle, already with his bottle there, both teams. It's just a harder lane for Mac to play. But yeah, I've cast these two guys versus each other a decent amount, I would say. I cast a lot of the Southeast Asian Division 2, Division 3 kind of level tournaments, you know, as these guys were up and coming. So, yeah, I mean, Mac very, very strong. I don't think I've really seen his Air Spirit, because Air Spirit, obviously, until that change where he became immune when rolling, he kind of was out of favor. Like, he was like the lesser of the Spirit Bros, you know? For the longest time. He's very much back. Gabi dead, actually.
It's a big one. Like that is not the hero you can afford to bleed out here early on Kukuys. Like this bristleback early tempo is kind of key. Like a stomping lane for Gabi is really important. And, you know, counteracting, say, the farm Jackie will be able to find. You need to kind of give a shove out a decent lane to have Jing soak up nicely. You know, have a lane where you can be left solo so the Tiny can rotate onto mid. A death like that, it is a bit of a reset for Gabi. Maybe that's what he's looking for without having to expend the mangoes. So still double mangoes, level 3, has the quilts up at level 2. No point in the goo just yet to get a chase down. But there is some burst play if they do overextend, but already a nice start again for Boom. 2-0. Not losing too much in lanes. Even the mid matchup for Mac and Yoe, again, it's relatively even. It's slight leads for Yoe. But Jackie's having a free lane overall, 26-12. FBZ is having a great time up top, matching Palos' farm. You're happy overall here. You even get a sneaky little movement through the gate here by Zhao. Doesn't look like he'll be able to find anything, though.
If they can get another kill on Palos, it could be quite instrumental. Remember, the Shadow Fiend sort of gets quite a big amp out of early game kills when he finds them. So, like, if you can suppress that completely, it's super awkward for them. They're trying to come over here. The Cogs doing some decent work. The TP across from Jing. Maybe he can do something to interrupt this. But bang, he hammered somewhat. But now they see Palos coming back the other way. Maybe they're thinking it's not such a good. Oh my god! He's 20 HP. He'll get himself to safety. And where's Tim's throughout all this? I mean, he probably was involved. You just don't see him because he's a sniper, you know.
Yeah.
Jing gonna throw him back in, and that's why you don't see him, right? Because he is super vulnerable to this kind of act and doesn't have a way out just yet. And Mac just gonna TP straight back to mid. He's like, well, guys, I tried.
Yeah, that's a little bit curious from Tim's. He swapped in the Obs ward. He had a good read. I believe he was checking inventory when the Kukuys Obs ward was planted, so he's setting up for the sentry, walks past the ward, doesn't respect the vision, and dies. Still, you get a pretty big trade. Jackie finds Gabi again. And again, this Bristle left alone is not having a good time.
No, Yahweh, this is decent. Now, he is forced to ult to get himself to safety just by Tim's TPing in there. Did he give him the ball refill as well? I think he probably did. Like, I know he had the amp damage, never mind. But yeah, he just TPs in at the right time there. He just died, of course. You're not really, I mean, you're expecting him to come back to lane maybe, but FBZ gonna die up top as a response. They didn't get the kill on the mid there. Yahweh was able to roll to safety, so 7-minute wisdom runes, and bang, he's gonna try and steal this, but guess what? Tim's little pool here gonna intercept things somewhat, trying to deny the wisdom rune, but Tim's is too quick. Bang, getting kind of low. That shrapnel doing some damage, but the heals, my friend, the heals.
Yeah, not enough. And they also snipe both. Great movement out from Zhao on the right side. I didn't think he could run through that because Gabi was still there. There was a little bit poking and prodding, but Zhao still manages to grab the other wisdom. You get both wisdoms, you get the kill. You're in a very good spot right now on the side of Boom. 4-2. The EXP flowing in for these two supports. Like a Sniper 6 is going to be nice and important for cleaning up some kills. Level 6 for Zhao as well. It's going to be a little bit faster. So the hook shot's going to be a major threat to follow through or set up for your Earth Spirit. Like, that kill for Palos is pretty big up top, yes. It's very important. He's got 22 Necromastery. Off of that, just a little bit extra because of these kills he's found. But you are trading away a lot. And again, in comparison to farm, Jackie is still free farming. In fact, he's going through the gate now. Looking for a play up top. He doesn't quite have the value point and morph used up yet.
Just going to have to be patient here as Palos coming forward. Bang on the cusp of things. Move in to defend. What I'd like to see here is a value orb of corrosion on the sniper.
Yeah.
for the minus heal, right? I feel like maybe it lets you deal with the Enchantress in the early game, stopping him from getting too much healing done. And I don't really see it being picked up on anyone else, you know?
Oh, Jing.
Bit of an investment. Oh, yeah, he's going to toss the safety though. Now the rolling thunder of Yao catching 2. Mark tries to roll away himself. Now the avalanche coming back the other way. Looks a little bit disastrous. Can't get any help. The magnetize into the blood grenade. And then he pops the Tim's ready with the cleanup. And here comes Jackie as well. Okay.
Oh man, they are punishing Gabby hard. And I like this target prioritization out from Boom. They have a target painted right at the back of Gabby. Like, he goes to farm, they're keeping trap. They've got forward vision right outside sentry range. They see those stacks being cleared out. Zhao starts camping already, soaking up some of that EXP. And again, they find this angle to punish. Like, just beautiful plays out from Boom. Kukuys not going to be the comfiest off of that. Again, this bristleback timing already slightly slower.
Online. Maybe we don't need that orb of corrosion afterwards, because oh, using the roar, okay. I mean, worth it because you get a refund then on your earn. Get a couple of charges back the other way. And the timing not too shabby for that one. No, peeking on in here, Gabby. This is what's 4th death.
Jesus, it's just dying every single time. Like, if he respawns, TPs into lane, he dies. No one's there from Kukuys. They're focused on all of this action elsewhere. The punishment from Boom is just severe. And sure, this isn't leading into a big network lead for Boom. 1 to 2k at 10 minutes. Not impossible to play against here for Kukuys. But the tempo is certainly swinging Boom's way. Like, this bristleback set behind, and he's going to need a lot of space to recover. The SF at the very least, Palos is still finding stable form. So that is keeping them
in the game for sure. The Mask of Madness is finished up. He's going into a Dragon Lance, pretty standard stuff. But yeah, he's able to match the Morphling's farm. He's 2-1-0, actually having the best game on his team right now. But Jackie obviously 3-0-1 already with the Vlad's finished up, now building into Manta style. And once that Manta's online, he will amp his farm through the roof. Yo, they're smoked up. They're looking for a little counterplay here. Mac is a little far forward. He's completely revealed by this Observer ward. They don't see anyone else. So, oh my god, you see what's sitting on the the portal? On the gate? There's both the supports waiting to come crashing in here.
Yeah. Have to be a bit careful, Palos, but he's not going too far out, and they will just leave the gate. And you know who's on the other side? It's Jing. It's not Gabby. Gabby is just farming an Ancient as best as he can, sending out salves to not die. This is a painful time again for this Bristle, but he has some room. Let's see how much room Boom will end up giving him as they are starting to group up bot. They know they can't really rest on their laurels here. Full Spirit Vessel up now for Mac. So it should be easier to clear out that Ench and literally anyone else that decides to show up. In fact, Gabby could literally be it right now if Mac does decide to run his way in, and he will, but not going to be able to find that Bristle yet. Solo free tower for Jackie. Manta not too far off. Already has the Vlads. Morphling having a grand old time here. They even scout out the stacks. And Zhao just cuts him off. Like, look at this. Like, look at how badly they want to punish Gabby for just farming. Anywhere he goes, he just can't farm safely.
It feels so bad. He's supposed to start to become this tanky hero, but, you know, he's 1.7k HP, which isn't terrible, you know, but all he has is an Ogre Axe and some Power Treads at 12 minutes into the game. That does... I mean, if you look at his opposite number on the Beastmaster, he's got a Null, a Phase, you know, half of his Ags already finished up. And I mean, he wanted to pick up the staff there, but I think he's waiting for Point Booster now. Yeah, he'll get the Point Booster. Way more value, You know, I love this. He left the creep to block his camp as well. The kobold from the spade, the shovel.
Small broken. Zhao showing.
Jing, that avalanche actually not going to connect on this.
Zhao, not the hook.
He's toast.
He got pushed back, but Hurricane tries to hook into his teammates. Hooks into the Wild Wing creep instead. Nice freebie coming out. Palos again finding another. Gets an additional soul to play with. Always feels nice for your SF. He does get that bonus up. Just a little bit more damage. Goes a long way, of course, for the Shadow Fiend. And still, the Kukuys are keeping this game even. Like, despite that early advantage from Boom, again, it doesn't feel like they're really translating that to much. Yoe has this timing now with the defusal, and they are set to go on the hunt here, Yoe. FBZ's not healthy.
Gonna give it a go. FBZ gonna get creamed in the process. He's like, yo, it's warded up here, but honestly, all they have is a sentry. Oh, it's the observer further down. Yeah. Yeah, they saw literally everything there.
Get a nice little freebie. The ward is not going to find much outside of the sentry, so they're going to need to check further south. They have the sentries for that on hand, and doesn't look like they do. Just a little bit poor on the ward choices here for Zhao. So that forward vision will stay.
That's where Beastmaster pinged. He's like, they've got vision here. He puts the sentry out. There's like there's no vision here, bro. But you know, it's the super deep observer. It's giving them problems. Now they go looking for Yahweh down bottom. He's got the swashbuckle up to the high ground, or has he? Thought about it. Yep. Now they roll forward from Mac. Not sure what happened there. Just gonna go ahead. Bounce it up. Yahweh already has defusal finished, by the way.
Yep. Mentioned that right in that rotation. It's going to do a lot, and of course, just pinning down with that inhibit. Again, some timings are being met by Kukuys that doesn't feel like Boom's fully ready to really face up against BKB for Palos next. I love this as well in the SF. Makes a lot of sense. It's going to force the roar onto you, which frees up everyone else to play their game, right? Yeah, SF gets roared. So what? You have a Bristle running down at you. You have this Pangolier who's going to be rolling at you. It's a good pickup, just that BKB alone. If you don't roar the SF, he's not going to care about any other control. So it does feel nice. Smoke out though. Boom again. Attempt number 2 with that smoke. Abeng will break into high ground.
Okay, they see the vessel's going to come out. Deciding not. I mean, he had no support close by, but they are like, nah. They don't want to overcommit, and I think caution is good. Respect is good, especially in this matchup. It is the upper bracket though, so you know if they do end up losing here, Boom, they will have a second chance in the lower bracket later on. But yeah, I like it though. I like it. Cautious play here. They're like, okay, let's go Roche at 60 minutes of the game. They're like, let's go Roche at 60 minutes of the game, because of course the current build for Morphling is the Vlads, right? That you can kind of break down a little bit later on. Gives you perfect Roche taking potential here. You already have like the rest of the boys able to come in there, and that's going to be a little bit surprising for Kukuys, because it is very early given the lineup, you know.
That is very early indeed. However, again, Kukuys are still matching somewhat in terms of tempo. Like, they finally get this Ags up on Gabby. A lot more damage to play with a Bristleback active ready. So much more output here for Gabby, and going straight into at least the Voodoo Mask with a Shard. So some regen on hand, and a little bit more reach to set up these fights for himself. They've got the Blink fully up now on Yoe. So our Pango can start to angle a lot better into these fights with a roll. Mac's still on the hunt, but he keeps just finding Abeng.
Yeah, this time they should secure the kill though. Previously he was able to kind of walk off the last couple of goals, but they're going to get a hold of him. Tim's going to get annihilated here. They'll use the roar. Okay, going to work, trying to get this damage in there. Yahweh, he should run out of rolls soon. Yeah, there we go. Mac with the follow through. It's down to Spirit Vessel. TP across now from Palos. Magnetize comes out. Might end up killing Yahweh off the back of it. And, yo, Jockey's here now as well. They would love to pick up another kill. It's difficult. That's a lot of AoE damage bursting in. Oh, and they get the kill. But here comes Gabby with the cleanup sauce. Mac up to the high ground. Away he goes. He only lost themselves. Did he just toss his 10 HP Beastmaster? He didn't have an Aegis. That's fair. Actually, that's totally fine, and it's a perfectly good tactic. Yeah. Like, if he did have the Aegis though, I'm gonna throw you at the enemy on 10 HP. Yeah. No, it was beautifully done.
Yeah, very well played out from Boom. And for Kukuys, just a little bit slow in the uptake. I think the TP ends again were just a little bit too just sluggish, right? Like, Boom is already making these plays down low. They already got the roar. And the TP response from Palos is just late. The movement out from everyone else is just late again. Boom are just applying a lot of great pressure here.
I didn't even clock the fact that they put the Aegis on the Beastmaster, by the way.
Yeah. They did.
I mean, they've done it. They've done it. Like they did it. You know, they've done. We've seen this already twice today, but with Jobs, right? He took the Aegis, but I was so surprised. I was like, wait, what? Brilliant. But 13-7, 4K net worth lead, coming up for 20 minutes into the game. And normally we're seeing people kind of look to maybe try and take the enemy Tormy around about this time. Obviously use the Aegis super quick there. Not going to be respawning for another 5 minutes and 14 seconds. Oh, the hook shot into Bang. Spirit Vessel coming out. The shot from downtown. Bam! And there it is. And that was one of the things when they picked up the sniper that I was looking forward to, right? Is the ult from sniper murdering up Enchantress. That's a pretty icky, sticky situation. They do bring down FBZ, but they've committed quite a lot, it feels like. Yep, murdering time as Jockey comes on in here. Magnetize doing a number on Gabi, not again. Ay, 0-6-1, dude.
Yeah, he's not having it. And we were talking about this with, say, how Kukuys does tend to go, right? The last time we were watching. If Gabi has a bad game, it's a rough time for his team.
Yeah.
And he is not having the best of times here on this Bristleback. Again, he has some key timings. Ags plus Voodoo Mask is nice. But the timing is like almost like 5 minutes off. It feels like 4 minutes off. I think 15 minutes for Ags is what we normally see. And that timing's pretty sharp. This time's just a little bit too stalled out from the slower lane. And Jackie's starting to run away with this game. 13k net worth, has the phylactery up with the Vlads and Manta. Going full Conda first into a BKB Butterfly. He is doing a lot of damage. And again, we talked about this morphling into the Tiny pick. You turn into Tiny, he has Crash Landing, you have the Conda faster. You can just nuke someone from a million miles away. That is going to be a threat.
Literally every hero they have though has something fun to to steal on the morphling. You know, you get the swashbuckle. You get the little helpers, the nature's attendants even, you know, you can heal yourself up nicely. The raise as well, you can get a raise situation going on, you got plenty of mana to work with on the morphling, so yeah, it feels kind of good. You know, I've only played one ranked game in Southeast Asia, from EU. With 210 ping. I played Bristleback, dude.
Yeah.
Because if you can't CS with your right click, you can CS with the quills. Smart, you see.
Very true.
With 200 ping. We won. It was funny. 100% undefeated.
There you go. There you go. 100% in the sea. Well, so far not quite panning out for Gabi. Maybe he needs to play on 200 ping. Could be the secret to success in the Bristleback gameplay. Smoke from Boom, not going to amount to too much just yet, but they have a rough idea as to where Gabi's at. Flare will connect
again.
with
They're gonna find him. No, surely at this point it's harassment. You know, like maybe he could call Gabe and get an injunction against them so they stop ganking him so much.
Oh yeah, disconnect.
Oh, he's logging, bro. He's logging.
No. He's gonna make it laggy now. He's gonna make it laggy now.
He's 5D chessing it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna turn on his lag switch. He's gonna start playing with delay to get the real Bristleback experience.
That's right.
And, we'll see his net worth skyrocket off the back of that. A little bit of a brave smoke from Kukuys right now. Again, they've got this fresh BKB and Palos. He's got the Crystallis up as well, so a lot of damage on this SF. Just need to find a way to angle in. Mind you, when we're talking about the Roar, you do still have hookshot as well. That could kind of control at least
that's
one
a
of
good
this
point,
BKB Pierce.
You were like, oh yeah, BKB, he's invincible, but no, they do have another kind of way to come at him.
Does make it a little bit tougher to try to maximize that, right? Like
I thought he might go for like a Lincoln Sphere, right? But what's happening instead is Enchantress is going to pick up the Lotus Orb, which is going to help himself versus Sniper, right? Because he has the extra armor just to tank a little bit more, and then when you get, assassinated or whatever, you can reflect the assassination. You can save your SF. You can probably put it onto the Bristleback. That's going to have a fun time as well. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Because like the option for SF instead of I don't think you can get both a BKB and a Lincoln Sphere, right? I don't think you can do that. I think you're going to lose way too much damage. I think even the BKB is a little bit risky, but at the end of the day, you've got to be able to fight in the fight. Otherwise, the items that you have are pointless. You know.
Yep.
So he's chosen for the BKB. They're going to cover this with the MKB, with the Lotus Orb even. And it used to be, of course, that you couldn't cast Lincoln Sphere on your allies. It's a long time ago now, actually. But yeah, so that's sort of going to be a solution. It's not, you could pick up a Lincoln Sphere on someone else. Is what I'm trying to say, if you wanted to. But I think the Lotus is probably enough with the BKB, right?
That should be. It does feel like it's not going to be the roughest thing in the world there. Should be enough to compensate. Do have the coming from Palos, so shouldn't be 2 minutes for Gabby. That's a fair bit of time to fix a connection issue.
Well, he's got to build the lag. He's got to, you can't just make lag from nothing. You got to craft that, handcraft it. It's like wet clay. You got to get the latency on your little spinning wheel and.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Yeah. Reconnects right there on Gabby, and do get the go ahead. And again, this smoke out from Kukuys. If they get a good angle, kind of a lot of pressure on Palos to get some good news out from this BKB reveal.
Okay, Palos coming through. Maki doesn't have a BKB actually, so he's just gonna die here. Fine. He knew he was dead though. He didn't even pop the blade mill. You know what? He's just like, I am dead.
Much as quickly. Zhao?
Okay.
That's hyper aggressive.
That was so cool, dude. That was a really fun interaction. Anyway, back to the fight. The Roar going to come out on the back line here, and they do get a nice punch down on Yahweh. Now looking for Bang, but here comes Gabby with all the damage racked up, ready to pump in the numbers. Stealing the avalanche, go back the other way. Jin going to get him an avalanche of his own. Jockey trying to get himself to safety. Still got the Manta play to use, and that's going to be
no mana
about that. So it worked, dude. He amped up the lag. He's back. He gets a triple kill. 8 times kill streak ended onto Gabby there. 840 gold, by the way. Huge injection of cash.
It was. This is abysmal for Boom. That was very forced from Zhao. I feel like the moment you lost Mac, you're kind of happy to pull back, right? Like Zhao Nuel doesn't need to jump in with a hook shot. Everyone from Kukuys was in position. They should have read that from the smoke. And they get punished severely on Boom for trying to look for more.
And did you see what happened though when? So Tiny tossed the clockwork out of the cogs, and then he got hit in mid-air somehow by the rolling thunder.
Yeah.
It's like he didn't get very, like, he got half the distance in the toss and then bam, and then something else hit him as well, dude. It felt like he went to the moon there. It's just like gone.
Yeah. Your Z-axis kind of holds. You don't get dragged to the ground in the stun animation. Funny enough from toss. It's one of the funny interactions in the game. It's very fun to watch. Not very fun for Boom to experience though. Losing their lead like that, even game once more. Gabby's back in it. Yeah, he's going for the full BKB now. The bristle's going to be a lot harder to burst down. What are we getting next? Jackie still needs his own BKB. You've got the BKB for FBZ, only the recipe away. And Mac still the recipe pretty much lacking in gold. So a lot longer for Mac, but triple BKBs are going to make a big difference. The same thing goes for Kukuys. But the debuff Pierce is on Boom's side. Hookshot Roar, at the very least, will always get the job done. Whereas for Kukuys, you don't really have any of that. You really don't quite have a way of just easily piercing through, outside of just physically hurting them. But Palos going for the full Daedalus now. So we shall see full BKB for Mac, or full BKB up for FBZ. Quite nice. Again, allows the Beastmaster now to take point a little bit safer. But there's the one that we were talking about for Gabby. So things are coming to a head here, Jeeves. It's evening out. I would say again, if this game drags on into say 45 minutes, I mean your Morphling stays strong, your Beastmasters can scale in different ways, so can your Earth Spirit. But the scaling for Kukuys is just so much more straightforward. It's just big numbers. Numbers grow bigger as the game scales on. You feel happier, and that's really it. There's not much to think about here for Kukuys into say a 45, 50-minute game.
Going high ground here is going to be difficult for Kukuys versus the Clockwork and the Sniper and the Morphling. You know, because like if you get a few kills on a sniper, like all of a sudden he's like starting to become a fourth core. You know. Oh, that's interesting. He was going for Hurricane Pike, but he's gone back for this the Silver Edge. Well, the Shadow Blade to start off with, but I guess he kind of acknowledges the fact that, you know, they have got Bristleback who's starting to come online because we just gave him a huge injection of gold. And Bristle actually going for Sanj and Yash, by the way, just to kind of reduce those effects somewhat. Wait, does it still do that even?
Yeah, still Sanj and Yash is the one that provides stat res. I don't mind this too much for Gabby.
You need the full thing to get the stat resistance.
Yeah, it's not in Sanj, yeah. It is on Sanj and Yash itself, the full combination. So I don't mind that too much for Gabby. I think this is the right call as well from Tim's. Right, like we were talking about, Silver Edge carriers, Tiny, Sniper is one of the big ones. They do hand the Aegis now to Jackie, understanding the importance of the Morphling actually utilizing all of that extra mana and HP. A lot bigger now at this point in the game, and I do believe they did get their Roche banner done as well. They should have a little bit more of a safety net into the high ground if they could find a way. See if they can start to find some pickoffs here.
Yeah, I mean, they really rapidly TP'd in for this. They forced stuff, they kicked him forward, trying to get on top of Palos. But, like, if you're tracking Palos right now, it's not as juicy of a situation as it first was. You know, he's now surrounded by his whole team, and going in there will be fairly suicidal, I imagine, so. Yeah, they definitely saw him go up there, but he's very much not alone.
Now you've got that protection out, at the very least, for Jackie. So BKB's up. He's also going into a Silver Edge. I don't fault him. I think multiple Silver Edges don't really hurt. It's kind of nice, actually, to just have multiple break options to stack onto Gabby if at all possible. It does still feel like that idea, though, that the SF is the biggest danger is correct. Right, there goes that full Daedalus. Palos hits like a truck. And you said issues into the high ground. I would agree on paper. It's kind of annoying to play into a sniper rate, but the big thing for Kukuys is that you've got the SF. You've got his level 15 talent. He gets a couple of kills into the high ground. That minus armor will just make these towers collapse anyhow.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You got the you know, the personal deso, the AOE deso on towers and on wax feels okay, man. Okay. I mean, it was an illusion anyway, but dodging the hook shot with your illusion, that's the next level.
Yeah, kind of cheeky. Kind of cheeky. What is this build for the Yoa? It's got the Hyperstone queued up. Is he trying to go for a Bloodtorn, if I'm remembering the build up? Maybe a Bloodtorn? I can't see anything else. AC perhaps for Yoa could be useful if no one else is going to go for it. Maybe you don't have the slots here for Palos. Perhaps an AC Pango just for even more minus armor could be the way to go. It would be interesting to see that come out. Still a dead even game. Less than 1k lead on Kukuys. Again, does look like their fights are shaping better, but Boom trying once more with another smoke. Aegis only 2.5 minutes left. They need to make things happen to go on to those objectives now. Gabby?
There we go. Actually, Gabby getting hammered here. They fall up. There's enough damage. They pop all 3 BKBs. Turn around. Look for Palos here. Try to get off the safety of that Glimmer Cape, or Viz even from... I don't know if he had a rune or something, but he was not going down, but they find Bang as well. So Gabby again to fall. At least he got some kills since last time, but how did he... Oh, there was 2 Glimmer Capes. I see. Okay. I didn't realize Inch had one as well. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so they glimmered him up, and then he gets out under the cover of Invis. Although... just got outside of that sentry range. I think that sentry was super fresh as well, though. I think he put it down after he already was out of the way.
Yeah. A really good force tap into the low ground. Still, great translation for Boom to take advantage of this Aegis. They don't lose anything. They get some big kills. They managed to get the mid-tier 2. Only 1 outer tower left now for the side of Kukuys. Jing. It's kind of crazy.
Oh. Trying to assassinate Tim's here. Oh, wait, the shot in. There's the Rolling Thunder from Yahweh. They do melt the clockwork, but Jackie coming through now. The roar to keep Jackie alive. Spirit Vessel going back the other way. Oh my word!
That was not the roar.
Oh, he's mighty morphing strength, keeping himself still in the fight. Mac trying to get out of here, and they just try and get this clean disengage. Yeah.
That was an ugly roar from FBZ, roaring the Pango as he's on top of Jackie. Those two stuns. Man, Jackie could not chase down Palos, clean up the job. He was stuck. He caught the Requiem. He was in a very dicey spot. You wouldn't have minded actually popping the Aegis in that engagement if it meant that you could get that kill on Palos. But it felt like the angle was lost. Again, that was just such an unfortunate roar from FBZ. Like that is the key issue.
The timing was just off by a fraction, I feel like. If you get him before he starts to get on top of the Morphling, you know, and then you just keep him away from the fight, I think it feels a lot better. But the clockwork got just absolutely blown up. Somehow the sniper survived, right? That was a bit weird, but
yeah.
Has the Shadow Blade to work with. Shard is so good though, dude. I'd be telling the boys, I'd be like, yo, can we tour me? Oh yeah, okay, he's telling the boys, yo, can we tour me? At least Jackie's in here soloing that bad boy up. And he does get the shard off the back of it. Yahweh gonna get the one on the other side there. That's the roll up.
Yep. Just a little bit of utility. And he is going back for the AC, so that does explain that earlier Hyperstone Q up. Wants the additional minus armor. Kind of try to help soften up again for the Bristle for the SF. It does make a lot of sense since your SF is probably not going to want to build his own. Palos is going into his Silver Edge as well, and he's got the Shadow Blade. So invisibility is invincibility, as they do at least have Dust, but it's on Tim's. Probably not the target you'd want to have with Dust. Zhao at least has his own. And a Smoke on Smoke.
On a sniper. They have got a gem though as well, by the way.
It's going to be a bit rough. Smoke breaks.
Where is the gem though? Who has it? Oh, it's on there, Mark. Mark has the gem.
Kukuys. This is a long flank from Kukuys with a smoke. They know where Boom has been with her own smoke. They're not looking to force it. They want Boom to bite first.
Okay. Tim's got the Defiant Shot. 7 all attributes now. Holy base, dude. That's insane. Defiant Shell. Nice.
Pretty nice. Very, very nice.
I mean, they have 2 of them.
Jackie.
Hello? Yeah.
Toss top.
The high ground play here. The BKB coming out as they go for the Magnetize out on the Tiny. Now the counter play. The Rolling Thunder coming through hot. BKB pop from Gabi. Mark going to get exploded here. The roar once again onto the Pangolier. Jackie man fighting versus 4. And surely you have to back up here. Sniper actually finding the kill. Getting Yahweh that mid kill. And Tim's is still alive, by the way. Somehow gets himself out of there. Are you serious? They got all that and they only lost the Mac?
Yeah. It's only Mac that fell. They all managed to bail out. They did lose their gem on Mac. I do believe that did get cleaned elsewhere. It is on Gabby now, at the very least.
Okay.
But
a little
2
bit
for 1
for the sniper.
You're kind of happy 2 for 1. You could still look to re-engage actually, if you are on the side of Boom. Mind you, you still have the BKB usage here ready on Palos. And that can be a little bit daunting to go into. So we'll have to see if Boom if Boom feels confident whatsoever. All right, they could just go back to farm. You know, this full butterfly for Jackie is all set. Courier is delivering. Does have all of the damage in the world now on our Morphling. So you're kind of set now on the Morph. You just need a refresh done on FBZ. This Shiva's Guard for Mac to clean up the shop. And you start to transition Tim's. At Shadow Blade into Silver Edge, it starts to get a little bit spicy there. Amp damage for Palos without being punished is really spicy. Into this Roshan at 40 seconds respawn. That Rosh is going to be big. It's going to be closer to nighttime. It's going to have a few moments day. But going to be a nighttime Rosh in advantage for the Kukuys. And if they manage to get control of Rosh, or if they win a Rosh fight, that could spell the beginning of the end for Boom. Like, we talked about this lineup, but Kukuys does scale quite straightforward here. They've got the AC down on Yoa. They could look to go for their own smoke play at this point. All grouped up. They should know Rosh is going to be back up soon. I'd like to see them start to set up for that, if they've got the read.
Well, 20 going forward to scout out. They're not really going to pick up on anything. Rosh has spawned, but as you say, he's only going to be bottom for those 10 seconds. Heading top now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not getting a wisdom, and he's level 19. Oh my god, the Shiva's guard recipe cost, dude.
Yeah. Ain't it nice? There you go. Silver Edge up for Tim's. He's a core now. Going into the BKB. Scaling
Yeah,
up the
the
damage.
Yahweh kill he kind of got with the assassinate and then surviving. Damn, that was slick, man. Giving him a little
They're gonna
injection.
get Roche here on Kukuys. Boom are aware. They're smoked. See if they find the
Will it be
angle while it's drawn
done
into
by
the
the time?
rear.
I don't think it's done by the time they get there, dude. I think you're
No,
gonna have a full on roll in here.
It's done.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah,
quick.
Kalos is here now.
It's so quick.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
They can't. Are they gonna force this, Mac? It's kind of crazy.
Oh, no, you back. Emergency, emergency. You know where he is. The break coming out as well from the SF. Dust, not finding anything. Now the jetpack though will connect. Alright, Tiny gonna toss him away, but here we go. The counterplay. Bang gonna get splattered, easily dealt with, no problemo. Now they look for the Tiny. Bam bam, thank you, mom. It's a double kill for Jockey. Now it's Jockey versus Gabi. Gabi popping the BKB. BKB on Palos. It's not gonna work here.
Jackie.
He's morphing strength. I don't think he's gonna end the attack. He does not. The rest of the team now kind of scrambling to recover from this. Mark gonna fall now as well. And yeah, I mean you're gonna get what they're TPing down bottom here, so do they push that bottom lane? You push the mid lane. I think you push the mid lane. They want to take top though. Okay, pushing all 3 lanes. Feels okay.
Yeah, I mean they can afford to. All the big threats are gone. A little bit crazy from Boom to still go looking for that fight after the Aegis is just taken like that. Like they should understand just how much power is there for Kukuys. And we were talking about this timing. If the game goes into 35-minute territory, Kukuys are going to be very happy with that game state, and they are. 37 minutes in, 8k advantage, 24-17, and boom, on the back foot now. I mean, again, they've got the scaling option coming in with their sniper. You need a Satanic to come in here for Jackie. The chain stunts are devastating from the side of Kukuys once that roll is up from Yoe. You do have the refresh up on FBZ. Double Roar ready, double BKB is going to be nice as well. But it's starting to feel like a very difficult task. I think, again, just the way you have to play here in Kukuys is so simple. All you have to do, group up together, play with your auras, keep spamming out the nasal goo, and eventually they'll
He
die.
tried to do a little harassment, but instead, wait, up to the high ground, somehow still alive. The Silver Edge play through the trees here. Goes for the TP. Come on, bro, there's no way. Oh my word, there's all the way. All the way home. Nice play from Tim's there. We were talking about how Sniper's not a flashy hero, but that was kind of flashy. I don't know. Okay, the roar, the counterplay. Bang just explodes, by the way. They have plenty of burst for this gentleman. 2k net worth. Sorry, 2k HP. 2.1k HP. And the Glimmer Cape not slowing them down. Oh, he just absolutely annihilated him. Mind Breaker for Jockey here. It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's going to feel nice. Just that little bit of silence when he comes in is going to cause some confusion in a few of these initial fights for sure. Still, again, Kukuys are in a very good spot. Age is still up for 2 minutes here. Palos almost done with his full MKB. And that's going to be quite big.
What if there was an item, a neutral item, that on attack muted all your items for 1 second?
That would be kind of annoying.
Glitch in the Matrix or something. With an 8-second internal cooldown or something. I don't know. You think you're gonna pop that BKB? No. Okay, BKB into the roar, but Yahweh already rolling in here. Now the BKB up on Gabi. They kind of smash through this map. Can he get himself to safety? He goes for the TP. Will be not successful. Awkward timing on the BKB. It's down to 6 seconds or 5 seconds even there. So 6, yeah, down to 6 seconds. There's no 5-second BKBs anymore, of course. 5 years, Chiefs. Okay, fair. I mean, they have the Aegis. It's really difficult to play into them. They're still playing into them. And the question is, can Kukuys, though, actually get some objective off the back of this? You know, they're getting kills. They're finding the kills, but translation error in regards to actually, you know, bringing home these towers and whatnot. Palos going to see if he can force it. 47 seconds left on the Aegis. Has himself a ninja gear.
Yeah. And they've got time. Look at the damage on Palos. 29 Necromastery Souls, plus 203 damage, plus 415. It's like he has DD running. More than amplify damage, actually.
It's like having a rapier, bro. Like, plus 415 damage.
Like, this SF is a massive issue. They need to find a way to kill him off. That's the one thing that they're not able to do on Boom any longer. Just this instant burst in the cores. Yes, you catch out Abeng or Jing, they die, but that's not the issue here. It's Palos, who has not been killed in a long time, who has built up all these extra Necromastery Souls from his own kills. All this durability coming out in Gabby, all the damage he has as well. At the least, the Aegis does expire, but they are going for the smoke plate. They're confident on Kukuys. Boom, it's starting to slip away from them here. They're not too careful. Kukuys could just end up one game up here.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, for sure. We haven't seen Boom actually have a clean team fight win for like 3 fights, it feels like. So everything going the way of Kukuys in regards to the tempo. Gabby kind of alone here though. This could be a little bit of a misstep that they can maybe take advantage of. Yeah, the hook shot from downtown into the roar. They do kill him quick enough. I was worried he was going to come out of that roar and he was going to be able to get the BKB off, but that was very, very careless of Gabby. You know, the whole team has rotated away, continuing to apply pressure in the lane. You are Bristleback, you are a tanky, muddy funster, but you're not immortal. You know, it's not quite at that stage yet. Let's look for a refresher. For double BKB, double Shiva's Guard.
Yeah, I think double Bristleback could be nice too, I guess. Not something you'd normally see, I suppose.
Double Quill Spray, bro. Double Quill Spray.
No, double Quill Spray for sure. I mean, actually, to be fair,
double
Bristleback
double
hairball.
Yeah, double hairball is pretty sweet, actually. Yeah.
Double hairball's nice. I think double Bristleback active is just insane.
Yeah.
If you think about all those quills coming out, if you just get a chain stun off, just spam that, everyone's dead, basically, after. So, there is some utility to it outside of just the BKB Shiva's refresh. Still, Boom, trying to capitalize on this well, right? Like, they're pressuring top lane, forcing a little bit of a shove in. 5k lead still stands for Kukuys, but 42 minutes in, it's not the most impactful. And most of that 5k lead is on Palos. Like, this is the SF difference.
All of it. All of it's on Palos, I think, actually.
Yeah. What do you do now? You've got... Okay, he goes for the Yule's Wind Waker instead on Gabby, so no refresh shenanigans. Just wants a way to bail out and try to save his teammates as well. Fair enough.
Makes sense. I like it.
I think
it's good. Gives him some mana regen on top. Yeah.
Big timing to watch out for is maybe this Ags on Mac. That can kind of change the way the game's played. Right, like having that enchant remnant, having a way of turning your ally, getting a big save off, or isolating an enemy hero, that can kind of break this game if you're not careful. I'm keen on seeing if Mac manages to find the timing on this Ags.
Absolutely huge for the Morphling, right? Okay, they have this atomic finished up on Morphling now as well. So the items coming online now, making things you know, a little bit more in the favor of Boom. Just you know, evening the score up a little bit. Then another smoke play up from Kukuys. And they got them with a scan, actually. That's pretty slick.
Flipped a little bit.
Yeah, just
Gabby.
put them on the side. Okay. Don't want to get too far forward, my friends. Okay, there's the roar, but the counterplay was already in. Now Mark the roll forward in the BKB magnetized.
He's stuck in a bad
up
spot.
bit. He's got the BKB running though, trying to man fight in
Jackie!
here. Oh my god, the damage, dude!
Lord.
The counter roar, there we go. 2 roars is all you need,
no,
bro.
buyback
Now
in
Yahweh.
Palos?
Oh my word. 100 seconds on the sideline now as well for Yahweh. Shot from downtown. Not going to fully connect here as the Yule play does come through. Now they turn around. They find this tiny Jing. Going to get janged. And now up to the high ground we go. The back door is down because of the creep top, right? Or will be in a second.
Yeah, this is devastating for Kukuys. No buyback on Palos. He gets isolated away. That's all your damage. That's all your net worth gone. And Jackie has free reign. That looks so awkward for Jackie in the middle. But that roar coming in, the isolation managing to get that last-minute control onto that SF is enough. Clear out the top lane, and clear out more or get some kills, Gabby. Oh, Lord.
That's all I've got to say about that one. Gabby getting evaporated for what feels like the 10th time this game. It's actually the 9th, but yeah, they've had it. They're like forcing this last fortification here. Jackie taking a lot of damage, though. Maybe it's not the time to go. Maybe it's the time to back. I don't hear no back, though, and they do go in a little bit deeper. Ah, bang. Gonna get blown up one more time. Gonna buy back this time around, but you know what? It doesn't matter. The GGs are gonna come out. And that was so touch and go for Boom, though, dude.
That it was.
Honestly, it was literally just one mistake on Palos there, not having his buyback, right?
Sure, he has looked pretty damn good. Normally, by the time he hits 15, he usually just has six stacks up. So he always has that HP ready to go at that 15 spike. But it's all about tempo here for the side of Boom. Of course, we are seeing that all chat. All of them know each other quite well. Gabby saying, no taking of EXP. Zhao says, here we go, no cogs left. Alright? No more cogs. Gabby saying, you're cheating, your clicks are double clicks. That's how he stole that wisdom rune earlier.
Yeah. He's got auto-repeat mouse click, for sure.
Yeah. A little bit of a... I feel like that setting in the game is actually a little bit slow. That auto click when you're trying to contest feels like a macro is slightly quicker.
You think it's pay to lose? You don't think
it's actually I don't think it's that amazing if you hold it down. It's faster if you just tap it fast. I feel.
Oh, FPZ gonna get tossed back in. He's still alive, but yo wait, gonna make sure he gets ahead of him. Get some body blocks off there. Under the tower he goes.
He's fine.
He is.
Blood grenade. Oh,
totally okay. Yep, you're right. No problem. First blood as well on the back. A little bit awkward. A few choice words from Mac, I'm sure, on the comms.
Yeah.
What did he just do? Nothing. Okay. So what did they get? 3 then? Palos. No. 50-50. Wait, no. 3 bounty runes for Dire. Yeah.
3 for Boom, but they lose first blood again onto Yoet. It's still a pretty big win for Yoet on that puck. Again, getting a nice bottle timing down the line is going to make a world of difference here in this matchup. Mac, of course, in this Earth Spirit matchup shouldn't feel too bad. You can sit back, kick rocks, you have fun. Yoet can always regen up once he has phase shift up, of course, with Puckish. Always going to be a little bit happy dodging out spells. It's a very even lane for the Puck to play with, and that's really where Puck shines. Almost every lane up against the Puck just turns into a 50-50 lane. So you're just gonna... The Puck's always just gonna be able to find what it wants. I'm keen on seeing if some punishment can come out the line. I think that's where things get spicy. Potential support rotations. Like, say, if Zhao can come in with a good creep from top, it's gonna be nice. You already saw some good harassment onto Jing. Just not allowing him to get too much free reign in this top lane. The double melee is a little bit awkward, but again, this timing for Jing and Gabby is pretty nice. Level 3, level 4. Level 2 rebound is really the big one. If you can land a rebound into Spear, you can find a kill as we get a pause. Gabby pauses and disconnects right there. Okay,
he realizes he doesn't for this game. It's only a bristleback thing. He's gonna get that sword. Turn around the other way. Yeah, about the Puck lane though. Puck doesn't really win lanes, right? He just he gets, that's about the most he generally gets. And Mac already kind of, having a pretty good lane here. 4-2 versus 3-0. Obviously though, the wave is under his tower, so is this gonna be a deny? No, maybe though. Who's the tower shooting? It's actually a deny.
Well, looks like it should be.
Yeah, it's definitely a deny.
Yes.
Jing TC. That was Jing's old name, Jing TZ. Jing is asking, why are you playing a lot of ES now? And Mac is like, this is my hero now.
Okay.
General's yes. Jing's like, are you sure? Mac's like, yes. Let's go. Jing's asking, why are you not playing your bounty hunter?
Oh, no, please.
No response. No response in that query.
Mark probably was okay with as well, right?
Yeah, Mac Mars used to be a thing, but Mars mid in general is just kind of gone.
Yeah.
Overall, it's the main thing. Would have loved to see him bounty hunter for sure. Maybe next time.
No.
From the back pocket.
No. I don't want to see no bounty hunter. If you want to play bounty hunter, just play the courier killing Monkey King. You know, I don't want to see no. Bounty feels like he's in such a weird state now, dude. I don't know. The map is bigger, so he should be good, right? But like, if he had a way of tracking his enemies or something, you know, so he kind of knew the area that they were generally in, maybe. You know, that would be something to bring him back, maybe.
Perhaps. Still, again, looking at these lanes breaking out again, this aggressive timing up top can start to line up, although it's still a level away until Jin gets that rebound additional level. Down bot, we haven't really looked at it, but you've got Palos again on that DK, along with Abeng on Batrider up against Tims and FBZ on the line Beastmaster. This lane's relatively stable for the DK. You're not going to get zoned out too hard. You're getting some good pulls from Abeng. So he's at least managed to control lane equilibrium quite nicely. Tims can't do too much to punish. In fact, Tims is being very patient for this level 2. Hasn't committed on the Mana Drain or the Hex. Wants to see if a kill opportunity presents itself.
Was doing the same thing for the longest time there. He held his Gilpy level 2. He wasn't sure whether he was going to need the Worm's Wrath or the Dragon Tail. But you would only go Dragon Tail, right? Why did he hold that point?
I don't know. Maybe, you know, if he doesn't need it, sure. Get greedy. Get a little bit of a cleave. Get some farm, I guess. Could be the mindset. Could get away with it.
I don't think you ever really want to take the cleave early in the lane, though, because it's just going to mess with your equilibrium. I don't know.
That is true. Maybe he just forgot. You know, it also happens where you're so intensely focusing on CS, you just never level.
I need, you know, Dragon's Blood. And he's like, wait, I already have Dragon's Blood. This hero's broken.
Yeah. So far, feeling pretty alright in the lanes here. It's rather even across the board, except for maybe FVZ. Starting to get a little bit more in comparison to Pilots. Just a tad bit. Not by a massive amount. Otherwise, very equal laning starts outside of that first blood earlier on.
Almost identical CS on the mid lane as well. So, yeah, Yo Wei, I would say, coming out a little bit ahead there just because Mark should have the advantage to some extent.
Not by too big of a number. Again,
no,
the
like,
puckish makes it
so
tough.
Minimal.
It's really the puckish innate. I feel like this is a little bit too strong. I feel like you regen a little bit too much for this kind of hero that's already slippery. You're rewarding it when the reward should just be the fact that you disjoint an attack.
Oh, Jockey! He's Mighty Morphing Strength. He committed in there for him. Now the Puck Ross. Can he actually reach all the way over and stop off the bounty green on the Jockey's so low, bro. Tim's is
survive? He survived. It's kind of crazy.
Maybe used a stick there.
Yeah, and he used his wand. He didn't have to pop the Fairy Fire. Managed to get the spacing out. And again, his patience with his levels does pay off. That Hex, that added a little bit of control. It's given enough room to back off. So you're not bleeding out on either side. You're kind of happy. Both sides here, actually, once again. Inside of... I mean, again, in a very equal game, I'm not sure which way I'd lean into. Maybe Kukuys, just because I feel like their initial level spikes are scarier in comparison to Boom. So they'll try again down bot onto Palos.
Oh, yeah, we're getting going on at the same time. Palos gonna get out by this bird. Falling back, and Yo Wei. He calls in the boys actually. Jinx here, a little throwback under the tower could get frisky. He's got his level 6 Earth Spirit first. He's like almost a full level ahead of Yo Wei. And gonna have to give it up. But yeah, a TP across from Jing, which kind of leaves Gabi on his own up top here. Not really gonna be having. Wait, they're both down here somewhere then, are they? Where's the? Okay, Abeng is stacking camps there. That means Palos though. Yeah, they will come through the portal, the gate even. Yeah, again, the first kill. The first kill for Boom in this match, and a lot of the matches that we've covered today, the kills have been coming later and later. Like obviously we got the first like a 5-man rotation, right? But outside of that, a lot of the kills have been very slow. Tims, oh, he sets it up for FBZ. He's quite happy to take that kill, no problem.
Yeah.
Palace back and go.
I like this read from Boom, right? You leave your Morphling solo top. You know, the solo kill opportunity for Mars isn't really there with Morphling already at 5. So you're very safe here for Jackie to just be left alone. And you can start to apply that early laning pressure. Abang not the healthiest here.
Abang's dead, my friend. I don't know what you're seeing, but he is toast. And yeah, this is really nice pressure. Obviously, you got the Enchantress with the extra creep. Mark is down here now as well. Even Jockey came through for a little poke, you know?
Yeah, he stole out some pretty good stacks behind that tier 1. So again, just really good reads from Boom overall, getting the economic win across the board. And we'll find out early tier 1 tower. Not really losing too much of the trouble, although they are forming up on Jackie.
Did he not get a vision there because of the trend? Maybe.
I think it's just risky. It's still
yeah,
barely close to tier 1.
It was still under the tower. He committed. It was literally on the cut. You know, of the tower range. FBZ getting going on here. Bang. Firefly. He is a tanky boy though. Those raindrops doing a decent amount of work. Gonna turn back and tries to get the CS. Not gonna happen. But in exchange, they take Gabi. You know, so not too getting the kill on Gabi.
I'd say you're kind of happy on that one because it gives your Lion a closer move into 6. They don't have the chain control for Yoa just yet.
We'll use the coil up on the line. Mark is here though. Can they bring some TPs over for Yatori? Yo, wait. Gonna get that kill on Tim's. Mark's courier in the same instant as well. At least he gets a bottle refill though. Feels bad, man. You kind of want to get the line on his early 6 so he can start getting a little bit finger magic, you know? But gonna be sitting it out on the sidelines for a little while.
Punished nicely here by the side of Kukuys. Still some room for FBZ to just sit back, clear out some stacks. The Ancients have been built up. The large camp is being cleared as well. Mic issues for John Uwell. So we're going to have to go and fix. Does get the go-ahead. We will get back into the game.
Buddy. Know the feeling.
Yeah, my audio in Windows is not the best. Actually, it's one of the worst things about Windows. The audio subsystem is it can be nasty. It has some weird stuff going on. You know, if you use a mixer, there's the bit rate you have to use.
If you were 42 years old, you would have some you'd have some issues going on in the background as well. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, no issues for Gabby here though. Shoving in onto the mid.
Windows 3.1, guys. It was glorious. It had a built macro system. You could macro everything.
I'm a Windows 98 kid, you know.
Oh yeah,
98, 93. That was a year for Windows. A little bit fruity with you know, undercurrents of cherry and chocolate. Windows 98. Yeah, it's a fine vintage. Yeah, 98 was probably, for me, it's the most iconic Windows. While we're on that topic, you know, the boot music on that. I mean, XP is probably the most iconic Windows iteration, period. But 98 just had that beautiful soundtrack from Brian Eno. Those little 3-second clips, it's just beautiful. It's like so much effort for a little clip you'd hear when you turn on the damn PC. It's amazing. Oh, nice little steal there from Mac.
He gets the arcane rune, but wait, they don't really want to fall up there. They're very much aware, because of the creep here, that they can't really go in on this. Now Ben counting his lucky stars. They're quite happy just to get the arcane rune though. That's going to be the big kahuna here, because it does mean they can take this team fight around about the Magnetize ASAP. Oh, a little bit of bodyguard action coming through now. The Magnetize in. Oh, well, Mark not going to be playing, you know, soccer anytime soon. It seems like, but maybe with a little bit of practice.
That's very surprising. You call it soccer, there, Jeeves. I expected you to say football. Huh. Interesting.
Well, we have a global audience, so you know I don't want to confuse. I don't want to confuse people.
Zhao
with hand egg. Yeah. It's 4 heroes though. They should be able to apply some pressure now onto that tier 1 bottom, but they are not really interested in that play. Palos is off to farm up a little bit more, and interestingly, he's gone for the Mage Slayer Blink build on the Dragon Knight as the core here. Normally something you maybe back and steal some stacks here.
Oh, that's big.
Tims. They see
Nice
the Ancients as well.
They have Finger and Tim's now as well, if they do come in. There is some burst play here, as Jackie gets free round on top tier 1. I'm a little bit concerned with how much Boom is getting for free. Like, Kukuys are committing these 4-man rotations for an Enchantress. John Yuel, as a fellow streamer of the Kukuys clan, is just laughing his ass off. It's like, they rotate 4 guys. Guys, they rotate 4. Just keep farming. It's okay. You know, he's just yelling that to his team. And yeah, I mean, they're happy. I mean, Yo is going to try to poke and prod now, but the tower is gone again on mid from this ridiculous skeletal army or Dark Troll Summoner. And
So
Boom is just, they have a 4K lead doing absolutely nothing. 5-4, 4K lead at 12 minutes.
Yeah, it's decent. It's given the fact that the kills are pretty much even, it's all about taking towers and taking kills. John L, he has Crimson Immortal there on his Enchantress. So.
Oh yeah, that he does. Right. Savvy that. Oh.
Hello there. Palos is in here
That's
now
not
as well.
a
We're trying to
target.
fight that DK. Magnetize, making a lot of work. Bang, super low. Now they turn around.
I'm
What
still
can they get?
alive?
Darcy kicking
What?
the crap out of John L, but the heals. Crimson Immortal just giving him too much. You know what I'm saying? But Mac. Have to fight 2 here, rolls away to safety. FBZ, nothing. Come over here and protect me, he says. Okay, he actually still has his arm to Max, so he wants to get back.
Oh, Tims, this is a weird spot.
That's
Palos?
how'd you
Who
get
does he
there,
go
bro?
for? It's Palos. Oh yeah, Mac gets the kick onto the high ground for Tims, lines that up like a billiard shot. Efren Reyes, Mac lines it up. Gosh darn. That is sick.
Playing soccer because he was too busy goals and football.
Oh, yeah.
Right up there. Beautifully done.
I mean, it looked like, it looked kind of funny. He kicked, it gets Tims up there. It's like, yeah, it's your job, Tims. You clean someone up. Tims thinks hard about which one has to go, and he decides, Palos, ang utang ni Palos, the debt of Palos must be paid. Pays with his life. 6 to 8.
The damage on the Zuckening, by the way, on the mana drain.
Isn't beautiful.
Making sure that worked, It's a good time. It's a good time.
I mean, to be fair, it's not even maxed out mana drain yet, so it's what, 20 damage per second. It's not the highest. So
he only had like 8 HP though, so it was fine.
That is true. That is true. 6K lead coming out from Boom off the back of all these crazy plays, and Boom is starting to look like they're in control of this game. FBZ has the Ags. Guess what time it is? Roche time for FBZ as Jackie comes in as well.
Actually, Jackie coming over. Do we think FBZ gets this Aegis, or do we give it to Jackie because he happens to be here?
I would say at this stage of the game, it's actually more important on FBZ. I think this the secondary life on Beastmaster is just stronger with the Ags timing right now. Whereas your Morphlings, really, it's not tanky enough. It's not really going to do much with it. And yeah, FBZ will pick it up in the end. Good read from Jackie. I like it when the boss one can afford to give it away. Gabby is going to be giving away his life as well. Nice pickups here for Boom. 6 to 9. Very nice here, Jeeves.
Oh, yeah. I have heard this number is very, very internet famous. I'm sure there's reason. Oh, more stocks, by the way. Jackie going to see this. I think they didn't get another stock there though. That was Abeng starting to do the pool. Must have been a second too late, but yeah, you think you're stocking and then you're like, hey, wait a minute. He's like, hey boys, let's see if they can get something done. There's Jing coming across now as well. TP's starting to flow in, but Jockey realizing he's been rumbled, gonna back it up. John L a little bit, maybe a little bit too far forward.
Yeah, they can't punish. I like this sneaky ward. Look at this ward position from Zhao. Right outside sentry range, right in the middle of the lane. From Tim's actually, getting some good vision as to maybe someone tries to smoke or tries to get this angle onto the high ground. It's a nice counter-action ward to complement or counteract this cliff ward coming out from Kukuys. Still a smoke out from Kukuys. See if this leads into anything. Palos again has that Blink Mage Slayer ready.
Tim's in the wrong place, perhaps. Ace Dream gonna get picked up though. Gonna go in. Away from that. Wait, bang, super deep hex. Turn things around the other way. Awkward. They were gonna maybe think about bringing in the arena, but I just realized the Cutler, a pretty decent read there. Aegis, remember, still on that. They go in here, the silence on 3 with a waning rift now. Deciding not to coil just yet.
Just a bit of a freebie. The smoke goes to a bit of a waste for Kukuys. I'm surprised Palos blinked in onto the tier 1. Does not get that stun on Mac. And they just miss that opportunity. I feel like that's on the DK, but you miss out on this smoke timing.
I think Mac just happened to be blinking anyway, you know, because of the forward ward here. I think he was aware that he was coming, so he was already gone the time the stun would land, you know. Okay, yo, wait, coming in though, and the stun from Tim's actually connecting on the park with the silence on top. Wait, the shift.
Oh!
Not enough to get him out of there. Jing gonna get slapped around a bit, but he will get out alive. Now Jockey can look at this tower. I mean, you can't really. Alright, I'll throw the fort on it. I think you just stick around though. I don't think Jockey's feeling any particular pressure. He's still the Aegis.
Yeah, and they're getting max use out of it again. Boom. Just so smart with their gameplay.
Oh, Palos. Mac and Tim's trying to find this kill, and it should be very doable. Bring him any support either. Yes, you could have gone through the gate on Mars. They definitely could have gone through the gate on Mars, bro. It takes so long to die.
Oh!
They got it. I mean, they could have TP'd heroes and gone through the gate on them. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess you're just like, okay, just use the space across the map. The space across
Jing,
the map.
freebie.
With a quick kill on Jing. The roar gonna get used for that one, but Kukuys. It kind of feels like they're falling apart. I don't know.
Yeah, it's starting to fall apart a little bit. This does not feel like the same team we saw yesterday. And boom again, they just look so strong.
Even game 1, it doesn't feel.
No, certainly not. This kind of boils down to what we were talking about earlier, right? We were saying the history between the players. John Uel probably just has a really good idea how this team works. He's playing as 5. Tim sometimes hangs out with these guys as well. And when it comes down to it, when these supports know the cores of the enemy team that well, they know exactly how they like to play. They know exactly what timing to try to hit. They know exactly the kind of tempo that these guys are very comfy with. And so it just leads into an easier way of, you know, kind of directing your team to counteract that. Kukuys, though, still looking for openings with the smoke here.
This is decent. I think you can follow up on this. You can let the Aegis fall. It was about to fall anyway. And then the turnaround can get done. They actually grab a hold of the enchantress, pull it away from the fight. Matt goes in, the coil's going to cause him a little bit of a problem. He pops off that BKB, so won't take too much damage. Gabby, he's going to get drilled down though. Jockey comes across from the side. And that's, like I say, the end of that team fight is they take down Jing as well. And how do you hold this high ground now? You have 2 heroes.
Jing is saying right now, don't do it, Mac. Don't kill me. Don't do it to me, Mac. Mac's like, ha ha ha. Yeah, that's exactly it.
And you know, Mac's hero, guys, the Earthspur retail. Maybe
this is here now.
You ban that or something, I don't know. Oh, Yahweh, he tried to kind of cut the creep wave there a little bit, but coming through. They're going to go for Tormy instead, though. This is literally only 20 minutes into the game, right? You've got a 14k net worth lead. Everything, you've got all your ducks in a row for Boom Esports right now. Kukuys are kind of struggling just to play the game at the moment. They're like you say, all they're well telegraphed out. And, like it's really difficult for Kukuys. But I mean, if they can get a nice 5-man gank, if they can get, you know, a little, the game ain't over. They've still got plenty of ways to pull this back.
Oh, Jack, he's trying to solo Torm again. This time with a little bit dicier.
no stranger to accidentally killing himself, of course. We've all been there, guys. We've all been there. You know, even me. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I'm like, surely I can take hope. Okay.
Yeah.
Limp back to the fountain. And John L. Oh, they used for this. The snapping happening. He pops off the pavés to keep himself alive a little while longer. That was fine though. That's okay. I mean, you get the coil. It's a decent cooldown. You're back up in 29 seconds. You know, may as well not have happened at all. Roche not spawning for another minute and 11 seconds, so not like he's dying at an inappropriate time.
Yeah, I think you know, if you're Johnny well in that situation again, you're looking and guys, look, they're so desperate. The dream coil me. I'm just an inch. Guys, look, they're losing. Then he's just gonna laugh. If we had player cams, that's exactly what Zhao would be doing. Nice roll up, bang. Oh, actually just gets to run. A little bit silly.
Not the droids they were looking for. And they will get off to safety there. Damage on the river. Magnetize. He's gonna give it to Jack, is he? No, you give it to him with that. Extra damage on the magnetize is absolutely huge.
It
is.
And they are looking for the angle. Who's down here, Mars?
Oh, good scan though. Gabby does get to go out.
Dire are scanning.
In fact,
exactly
a
which
smoke out
way he
from
went,
Kukuys.
though.
FBZ's all alone here.
Kind of risk. FPC toast.
That's the kill.
They gotta take the Mars back the other way, which Tim's gonna find Gabi in the trees here. They're bringing in big TPs though. They want to fight this without the. He's think maybe they got a chance here. It's only Palos in first instance though, and Mac gonna be talking about John L coming in from the side. Now Bang looking to try and get a little hold of and get him away from this DK main source of damage. Jig ground a little acceleration away with the bodyguard.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Good read from Kukuys to feel like, you know, that the Palos can stand. I mean, you saw how long it took him to kill him up top, so I guess you kind of have that in until another damage item comes out on the Morphling. He does have the phylactery, but you know, when the Kanda comes out,
done. It's already flying in.
Yeah.
That's
I just woke up. Leave me alone. I just woke up.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
A little bit more burst to play with. Again, a little bit of a mistake. That scan definitely saved Kukuys. You know, Gabby gets a bailout. They see that FBZ is more than likely isolated. FBZ gets a little bit greedy, not joining his team in that smoke, and he is punished. Lead drops down just a little bit here from Boom, but Kukuys still have a lot of work to do if they want to drag this into game number 3 here. I mean, it still is Boom favored.
Roche has respawned, right? Entire Dire team just kind of in this pocket down here. Wait, hang on, talking about the entire Dire team. There's actually still a couple of people lagging mid there. But yeah, so Roche is up. They're going to read the situation here. Defense of the Roche. Pretty difficult. Get that observer up here. That's a really bad placement of the ops. I mean, you see who's coming through the gate, right? But you'd have to cut down like 4 trees to see any ports coming in.
Yeah. And it's not the best, but it tends to be a little bit awkward. Still, doesn't stop them from just cleaning up Roche. Aegis this time to Jackie. They've got the banner up, and they're all instantly TPing top. Good scan once more from Kukuys. They know the kind of movement that Boom would want to take here as well. I'm a little bit surprised Boom still has their mid and top tier 1 to 24. I didn't even think of that. Mid tier 1 still standing, top tier 1's the big one that allows this kind of aggressive play.
I mean, even then though, this is a bit of an interesting movement, right? Because there's not really anything for them to get on that top lane. So I guess it just saves on TPs, right? It just allows you to come in from the top mid angle, I suppose.
Yeah. It's more fun. It's the off angle thing, right? Like you take Roche, it's very obvious you're going to want to run tier 2. Instead, if you try to look for a straggler top, could lead into a nice kill, but will allow them to translate into just a siege into the high ground. They've got the Roche banner up. Oh, nice dodge, Jackie.
For the start, it didn't work out. Now the arena coming through that. Decent amount of damage. Jing is in there, beating down some ass. Goodbye to the Enchantress, by the way. Still a little bit far forward. Mighty more for the old strength there. And they will pop the Aegis, so FPC popping the BKB, trying to get in on top of the action here. Also, Matt comes in with a big magnetize on 3 of them. Wait, FPC down though. Mac getting super low here, and Morphling already left, so absolute disaster of a high ground attempt here for Boom. I guess they retain. They didn't. The Aegis is gone, of course. It went to FBZ again, right? So
yeah. Oh no, it went to Jackie. Jackie lost in the middle.
Oh, he did there. Oh.
Yeah. It was really interesting. He managed to dodge the first Dragon Tail, right?
Yeah.
With a Manta. And then he gets lasso. The arena comes in. He's isolated away from his team. He doesn't have a BKB, so he can't really do much through the arena. Can't assist. You can see all of that damage Jing is pointing out. Not enough, of course, to kill off the Marcy with a BKB up and running on Jing. But Boom lose out a little bit of that edge, dude. The mid-tier 1's gone. Tier 2 still safe for now. Respawns aren't too long. But the damage is starting to stack up. You can see just how much Palos is doing. That was him without something like the full Daedalus. I don't think he even had the Crystallis at that point. So that was literally just the S&Y Mage Slayer. And that was
like
already a lot.
A 6,000 gold swing, dude, off one. Ay.
It's just so much. It's a shot in the arm.
It just went so badly for them. Yeah, it's a huge for Kukuys though. Definitely what they need. This is definitely like all Barcy has is brown boots.
That's all you need
into the BKB. That's all he needed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think he just got so that first punch is going to stink. Oh. Talking about first punches though,
yeah,
FBZ with a revenge.
Oh yeah.
44 sideline for you, sir. And sounds like this. Never mind translating Yahweh. He finds himself Tim's. How may punish him for this? Some nice vision here. Yeah. This observer ward doing quite a lot. Only just got placed as well. Yahweh, away he goes. Too slippery.
Not without the line. He can't catch that puck without that hex. You're just gonna have to.
He knows it. That's why.
Yeah, it's a nice target to prioritize here for Yoa. 7k lead still standing for Boom, but again, it has shrunk down from last time. BKBs have to come in, right? Like Jackie needs his BKB. You've already had Mac and you've already had FBZs, so it's really just the Morphling. I'd say Lincoln's would be nice as well, or maybe a Lotus Orb from someone. Doesn't look like Zhao is going for that either this time around. Tim's is going for his own Aeon Disc first for safety, but something to stop the lasso at least. To remove this threat on Jackie, it's gonna do quite a fair bit for you in winning out these fights. And let's see if that's something that can be built up by Boom. Kukuys out with a smoke here. This could be big. Oh, it's just Zhao though.
John out. Wait, here's the counterplay though. Mac going to popping BKB off. Magnetized running once again. Jing getting kind of low. The blade mail to try and hold him back. But Kalos quite happy to reinitiate in. The rest of the boys not quite on the right spot to try and take this fight. Gabi got evaporated though, bro. Jackie. Burger 2 make it a triple. What the hell? Jackie.
That is insane. Mac gets to survive through all that.
All three of them, bro.
Yeah, the damage is just incredible.
How much
from Jackie.
damage did you think? How much damage? You did 2.2k.
It was maybe just the drums.
Came from
the
back,
drums coming out from FBZ.
Ties and the drums as well, yeah.
Drums and the axe is just a lot. That was just such a tight spot. And again, Mac does a great job of baiting out there. He rolls in, he's in the firing line. Zhao does not take damage. The smoke breaks on the exact wrong target for the side of Kukuys. This Enchantress cannot be the first target you see. It cannot be the target you open up.
It was so close to being Mark, though. Do you know what I mean? Mark was like rocket, and then you know along trots the Enchantress. Yo, wait, hang on, Palos. He wants to try and go for Tim's here. He knows that's the problem for Puck. Puck's like, take him out. I'm gonna buy back.
Damage.
Get the axes off the save. Coming through, Marcy at least saving all the D3 heroes alive right now. For the coil on 2. Tasty, but now buyback on Tim's as well.
Double spear.
Morphling, super low. He will morph himself out of the trump himself into Yahweh to get up to that high ground.
GG's called. They got wiped in low ground.
High ground, bro. Oh, my word.
Middle barracks are under attack.
That is nuts.
A little bit anticlimactic, but the writing's on the wall. You sort of used up. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,